Hi, I'm Don Tollefson, and on Tolly's Awesome Friends, since we started this program in late 2012, we have focused on people who are making a difference in the lives of children. And we know that so many of you volunteer and work with youth groups, so we thought it would be a great idea to have, if you will, a Great Ideas Roundtable. So we brought together some people that I have worked with and also some people I just met who have an incredible interest in helping children in general and disadvantaged children in particular. And we put them all together on a Saturday morning and had them talk about the big questions facing disadvantaged children and what some of the solutions may be.
I guess I met Don many years ago, actually, through Tug McGraw. And since that time, Don's been a big supporter of our organization, has helped us with a major fundraiser most years, and has served on our board and is currently on our honorary board. And I just find his energy and enthusiasm infectious. It's hard not to be inspired by people like Don.
I met Don Tollefson at an Eagles game. It was the last game against the Redskins. We met. Ever since, we've been on the phone, we're talking, you know, putting together ideas.
Actually, I was with my husband at the Eagles game, and they talked, they gave him his business card, and my husband called him, and we've been talking to each other, trying to put together a program, well, help him with his program, and the relationship is developed from there.
Actually, at the grand opening of our new building back in August of 2004, Don was the friend of a friend. One of our board members had a friend who knew Don and had invited him out, and we asked him to say a few words, and at the end of that, some phone numbers were swapped, and he kind of figured, well, you know, celebrity phone number, great, like he's ever going to call us or he's ever going to answer my phone call. And sure enough, within a couple weeks, he had called with another opportunity, and we've been working together ever since 2004. It's been, you know, he's got things for us to do for our kids in Norristown, and there are opportunities for him to come to Norristown and do things to benefit our organization too. It's been a great relationship.
And what we're trying to do now is open up a building, a facility where after school we can get like high school students job training, learn how to fill out applications online, and you know, classrooms for interviews and resume writing. You know, just to sharpen their skills, so as they come out of high school, it wouldn't be that hard for them to get a job and, you know, be successful.
Right now we have a daycare center, so we would like to work with Don Tollefson and try to help employ young adults.
North Lake Community Center is a multi-service organization. It's a nonprofit. It's been in the community for about 75 years. We do a variety of programs, but the three main places we focus is school-age child care, year-round for ages 3 through elementary school, teen workforce development programs, basically programs to help teens stay in school, be successful in school, look at college and be job ready, and have the life skills to go out and be a productive adult. And then family and emergency supports, including a food cupboard and parenting workshops and utility assistance. And they're the three main things we do. We also have lots of, you know, sports and arts and just kind of those kinds of things. One of the unique things we do with the teen programming is we have an urban farm that the teens help to manage. It's led by them.
After school is when our building really hops, from 3:30 on till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. We offer tutoring and academic support. We do some computer work and things like that. We have an open gym program to just get kids in the building and off the street. And then by the evening time, we have healthy eating programs, healthy cooking programs, parenting support classes, dance, taekwondo. I mean, just across the board, we offer a full mix of arts, education, sports, and recreation programs. And we're trying to do even more in our facility as well. So, I mean, I really think that for as much administrative stuff as we get done during the day preparing for that we really shine when the staff and the volunteers are all working together hand in hand to impact kids every day.
Mostly what community centers and youth centers do are look for ways to engage kids of all ages during their out-of-school time, so after school and during the summers, because that's a whole another opportunity to develop somebody and to give them tools and for them to learn things, including social skills. And so after school is an important time for community centers to provide programs. I think that, the biggest challenge in running any organization and providing services is to find enough resources to meet the needs. The needs are always there, always changing, and it's often hard to find the resources to be responsive when a need first emerges or grows. And so that's always a challenge. You're always looking, you're always kind of mining the resources out there to see what you can put in play to meet the needs in your community.
The same thing a lot of organizations face. I mean, funding is an issue for everyone, and the dollar is harder to come by now than it was a couple years ago even. So that I think funding sort of it's the piece that drives all the other elements, your programs and your ability to recruit and generate PR and things like that. I think the other issue that we face is just staying relevant and making sure that we're addressing issues that are impacting families and kids and involving their input into what we create and what we do rather than just do what we think is needed in the community.
I think the biggest challenges right now is poverty in the communities. It's not enough funding for things, which leads children to, after school, do nothing but just stand around the corner and get in trouble, a lot of trouble. So if there was more funding in our communities, Philadelphia, I think things would be way better. The hardest challenge right now is like giving the children something to do. There's nothing for them to do after school.
A lot of people say they'd like to go back to their childhood, but when you think about it, it's a difficult and confusing time, and there are a lot of challenges and there are a lot of pitfalls. So I think just growing up to reach your full potential is one of the biggest challenges for kids.
Because of our relationship with law enforcement and because of our role in the community, there are some governmental factors that sometimes can get in the way, and again, a lot of those I think relate to funding, that there are folks in elected positions that are expecting more out of us and want us to do more in the community, but then there's the process of finding more funding and maybe getting those resources directed our way to do that as well. Other than that, I mean, we have a fairly good relationship municipally, federally, locally, county-wise and everything, but occasionally there's a hoop to jump through or a wall that we face.
Coming up on Tolly's Awesome Friends, more great ideas from great people on how to help America's precious children.